Hi you guys, welcome back to another day of Mommy Mayhem, and I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but I have a quick video for you guys, and it's another quote of the day for you. It's a Monday today, and my husband left out of town, and I'm kind of having a hard day just because I'm tired. Not because anything has happened, but I'm just tired and kind of low energy. So I wanted to share a quote with you guys to motivate you and to get you going on the rest of your week. So the quote is short and it's simple, and it just simply states, grow where you are planted. I love this quote. When I saw it on Pinterest, I was very excited to share it with you guys because I feel like it's so powerful. Grow where you are planted. When I read it, I thought of all these different instances in my life where I was placed in a position that I did not want to be in. And I was confused, like, why am I here? Why did God put me here? Why is this happening to me? I'm sure many of you guys have had this feeling before. You've had these thoughts before. Why am I here right now? Why can't I be where I want to be in my life? And I feel like if we try to make the most out of where we are, that is the only way we can truly find happiness in this life, because rarely do we end up where we want to be. I mean, we always have these life plans for ourselves, you know, this is where my husband's going to work, or this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to school and I'm going to do this and then this and this. This is going to happen, and then I'm going to have a kid at this time period in my life, and then this is, we just have these ideas in our lives of where we're going to be and what we're going to do and what our kids are going to be like and what our lives are going to be like, and it rarely happens the exact way that it, you know, is played out in our mind. But the only way to be happy in life, everybody, is to just make the most of what God has given you, because there's always a reason for each situation that you are given, whether it's good or bad. There's a reason for it, and there are lessons to be learned. And a lot of the times it's out of our hands, but sometimes it's because of decisions that we have made that we are put in certain positions. But the best thing that I have learned is to just be positive in life. And there have been times in my life where I'm trying to think of something that I could say without being too specific so it's not obvious, but there have been times in my life where I was around certain people and I couldn't get away from them, and it was just a very difficult situation. And then I learned so much at that time because I had to learn and I had to grow and had to change my outlook on the situation, and that's what made me who I am today, are the situations. And I saw this early on growing up in the Middle East. My mom, when we were in Saudi Arabia, she was not allowed to drive or anything like that, and she was very secluded where we lived in this little community, in this compound in Al-Hada by Taif, Saudi Arabia. And she couldn't drive, and she's a very social person, and you know, I feel like she felt confined, but she made the most out of it. She would have tea parties, she would teach art lessons, she would have dinner parties. She just made the most of that situation. And so I feel like I've tried to do the same and tried to emulate her example of, you know, wherever we are as a family, wherever I am in life, whether it's with my family or friends or, you know, people in my neighborhood or whatever, I always try to make the best out of those situations, even if it is difficult in whatever aspect, because I can always learn and I can always grow and I can always meet new people and learn new things. And I just wanted to encourage you to do the same. So if you're in a position right now where you're kind of frustrated, like, why am I here? I can't wait to leave. I can't wait to get out of this place. Just stop and think for a minute and think of, what are you supposed to learn right now? Like, what do you think is supposed to be happening in this moment? How can you make it better? How can you make it a more positive experience for you, for your family, or whoever you know? Just try to be more positive, and I promise if you change your outlook on whatever situation you're in, you will always find the silver lining. You'll always find a good positive thing that you can learn out of the situation. So that is my quick quote of the day. I hope you guys like it, and I'll see you in another video. Bye!